Jamaica cricket fans are this morning celebrating that overnight news broke that the GMR Group, the government of Jamaica, and CPL are on the verge of confirming that the Jamaica Capitals will be playing in CPL 2026. You got that right. Come 2026, the Jamaica Capitals will be based in Kingston, Jamaica, as Jamaica relaunch in CPL cricket. Hello everyone and welcome to the #1 cricket channel in the Caribbean. I thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your company as usual. And this morning, it's very, very happy for Jamaican cricket fans all over the world. We saw in the recently concluded T20 international series between West Indies and Australia, the first two matches that were played at Sabina Park had a bumper crowd. It is probably outside of World Cup and the imported crowd in Barbados, the biggest crowds to watch T20 international cricket in the West Indies for many years. Now, since the Jamaica Tallawahs was resold back to the CPL franchise in 2024, ever since then, the Jamaican government have been negotiating to get a franchise team in Jamaica. They have seen to it that the lights at Sabina Park have been upgraded to world-class international standard. They have put in an international scoreboard and have concluded. I have been told by sources that the negotiation is all but concluded except for certain rudiment things that need to be done, certain run-of-the-mill things that need to be done before the Jamaica Capitals will be announced to the world, based in Kingston, Jamaica. Now, this is a news that is stirring on the international scene. It's one that CPL is very happy about because clearly Jamaica, with the biggest and largest population in the Caribbean, it is only fitting that a team be based in Jamaica. So the GMR Group, who owns the Delhi capital in India, I think they own the Seattle Orcas in the US Major League. They own the Dubai capital in the International League T20. And so they are spreading their wings and going into the sport market in a big way. Now, clearly, the Jamaican government is looking at this from a tactical point of view. This is expected to bring in a lot of money into the Jamaican economy, as it's a collaboration between the Ministry of Tourism and the Ministry of Sport. In recent times, and this is very important to know, in recent times, Jamaica have inked a deal with Emirates. And you know that Emirates is based in Dubai and they are the major airline carrier that is taking people from Asia to the rest of the world. Having inked that deal with Emirates, where you can now fly one stop, a stop in Germany from Asia to Jamaica, the introduction, the relaunch of the Jamaica Capitals is a strategic move by the Jamaican government. And so what you will see happening at Sabina Park is that you will have more Indians, more Asians at Sabina Park watching T20 cricket than in any other of the other Caribbean nations. So first of all, they secured the airlift. So when you book a flight from Emirates, I think they are coming out of Dubai. So when you book a flight on Emirates, you will now fly one stop to Jamaica without, you will have to change plane in Germany because you will take Emirates from Dubai to Germany, and from Germany you take Condor to Montego Bay. But it's one ticket. You don't have to claim your baggage in Germany and so on. No, your baggage will transfer from the Emirates to Condor. The tickets are being sold by Emirates. It's not Condor that are selling the tickets. So it's one ticket that you're going to buy. And this is strategic, as you see. Chris Gayle and Usain Bolt are spending a lot of time in India marketing Jamaica. So you will see that the Jamaica Capitals, it's a strategic move by the government of Jamaica to enhance sport tourism in the country. The government have come under a lot of flack, especially for the T20 World Cup. I have said it on many times on this channel that emotionally, I am disappointed that we did not host the World Cup. But cognitively, when I look at it from a perspective, from a rational perspective, I understand the decision of the government then. As someone who travels and watches a lot of cricket, I truly understand the decision of the government, because one of the biggest challenges that cricket fans face is no doubt the airlift. So without securing that agreement with Dubai Capitals, without securing that agreement with Emirates Airline to fly tourists from Asia, sport fans from Asia, right into Jamaica, hassle-free, one stop in Germany, change airline, but that's all you change. Your baggage is sent forward and everything for you. So they have done that. And now it's expecting to reap the reward as the Jamaica capital is launched. You know, in all of this, there are some comments from the former Trinidad Prime Minister and from the Guyana government Minister of Sports that I want to relate to you, because I'm very, very happy that we'll soon see the Jamaica Capitals. I'm very happy that we're going to have a franchise team based in Jamaica for CPL. And I know that the Jamaica Tallawahs ownership used to be very critical of the Jamaica government because of a lack of support. Now, that may be true. But was the Jamaica government strategic all the while? Was this always a strategic move from the Jamaica government because they really want our ownership out of India so they can sell this Jamaica Capital franchise to the people of India and persons who support the Delhi Capitals all over the world? Was this a strategic thing by Jamaica that they always want an Indian investor to invest in a Jamaica CPL team? You know, so maybe it was just a strategic thing, and probably that's why the Tallawahs did not get the support that they always claim that they did not get. Now, I want to point out something here from the former Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. Because when we are asking for support, when the CPL is asking for support, how should a country exactly support the CPL? What do they require? And here is the former Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And this is what he had to say. When our administration came in, they approached us and made all kinds of demands of us. But we did not fall to what they were demanding. That is the CPL. So what was it that they were really demanding from Trinidad? What is it that they were demanding from Jamaica. And once again, I state categorically that I'm happy that the Delhi capitals are coming. And I was very disappointed when the Tallawahs left. And, you know, I spoke to Jeff Miller all the time on this channel. Up to recently, I was speaking to him. And he was clearly disappointed that they never got the support from that they wanted from the Jamaican government. But what exactly was it that they were looking from the Jamaican government? So Keith Rawley continues by saying, we negotiated and we got 3 years, same that Guyana got. But before we got those terms, remember for 1 year, CPL went to send kits. That had to do with what was demanded of Trinidad and Tobago. So Rawley is there saying, what they wanted, what CPL wanted, we were not prepared to give that to them. And that is why they had was to go to St. Kitts. The year that you saw the final rounds played in St. Kitts, that's why they had to go to St. Kitts. Because what they were demanding from the government of Trinidad and Tobago, the then Prime Minister at the time, was not prepared to do. He cleared that up. He said, but we can't just take taxpayers' resources and throw it into what is a commercial private sector enterprise. So we did eventually come to an agreement. Rowley said the support the CPL received from Trinidad and Tobago government was more, coming to you, just a minute. The support the CPL received from the Trinidad and Tobago government was more in kind rather than in cash, with the organizers benefiting from concessions on stadium fees, policing, and other government services, in addition to a small amount of cash. And again, it asks the question, what was it that they really wanted from the Jamaica government? Or was the Jamaica government always strategic at that time? No, but not only Trinidad. Here is what the sport ministry in Guyana had to say. And this is from the sport ministry in Guyana. The Minister of Culture, Youth and Sport in Guyana said that no cost to the Treasury was incurred to secure the hosting of CPL playoffs in Guyana in 2022 to 2024. Meaning the government did not pay for the rights / bid fee to host these rounds. However, that doesn't cover all costs. Example, infrastructure, organization, security, auxiliary service, which may have been borne by various stakeholders, including the private sector. So there again, in hosting a T20 franchise, it's not so much about injecting capital, cash. And I brought this to the fore because I fully believe that the Jamaican government would have known these facts, would have known these things. And I don't expect that in their negotiation, they are really negotiating to probably give cash to the CPL. As you saw, Rowley said, a little bit of cash. A little bit of cash always helps. But we must always remember that it's a private commercial company. And although the approach of Jamaica is one of to enhance Asian tourists coming into the country, and their clear agreement with Emirates and now with the GMR Group, the owner of the Delhi Capitals, and so we'll know of the Jamaica Capitals. It's a clear direction. And so we are very happy. We are very happy to see the return of CPL to Jamaica. And we are looking forward to supporting our team. We know that Barbados will be hosting the final rounds in 2026. And I have a few ideas that I would love to pass on to the government. And, you know, if anyone is listening this, that, you know, I would love to have a sit down with someone from, not necessarily the ministers. I don't think the ministers will necessarily have the time for me, but someone in the Minister of Sports and Tourism and give them my view on it, you know. So I would love to do that. But one of the things that I want to say is that I think that Jamaica should bid for the rights to host the final rounds of CPL from 2027 to at least 2029. I wanted to say for perpetuity because this is a tourism model that we want to use. But I want us to try it out for the first 3 years. And if it's all for the first 3 years, we could probably look at a long-term relationship. Well, when I say perpetuity, I was just pulling you guys' leg. Those of you like Sheldon, you know, who I knew was going to come at me when I say perpetuity. But I'm not that selfish. But at least for 3 years, and then we look at it after the 3 years, and then we probably look to get a 10-year contract minimum, and then other players in the Caribbean can host it. But we have put all the things in place, and don't be surprised that when the Delhi Capital comes to town, you will see Sabina Park full with high-paying tourists who gets into the communities and all of those things, tourists who have money. And so we'll see that Sabina Park is full with high-end tourists enjoying the Delhi Capitals, the team that they support in the land of food and water. Yes, so I really think that at least we should go from 2027 to 2029. We should bid to host those finals. Now, as we celebrate this morning, there's also a sad bit of news coming through. On Tuesday night, I think, or was it Wednesday night? I think it was Wednesday night. Around 11 o'clock, I was informed of Tyra Spaulding. And what is so different about Tyra Spaulding that I should bring her story here? Now, Tyra Spaulding, I met her in 2022 when she was representing Jamaica at Miss CPL in Guyana. And that is why she's connected to us in this community, because Tyra Spaulding, who would put, as you see there, the 26-years old accountant, was reportedly found Tuesday evening at her home, hanging from her bed frame with a pink curtain around her neck. The police are now probing a suspected case of suicide. The Miss Universe Jamaica organization would have expressed condolences to the family of Tyra and so on, and they would have reached out to the family and everything. And part of what they said is that Tyra was more than a contestant. She was a vibrant, intelligent, and inspiring young woman whose grace and spirit touched everyone she met. And I can associate with that. I can agree with that sentence. Because when I met her on the night, I think that it was a Saturday night. It was a Thursday night. The final was going to play the Friday. So it was a Thursday night that the contest was going on. The Jamaica team was not there because they have a final to play tomorrow. And I remember Anthony Kepper and I were the only one from Jamaica in that huge auditorium. It was filled with Guyanese, and they were backing the Guyanese girl. And we were the only two persons there. I took a number of video recordings. I've been searching for them, you know, but she exhumes her spirit. So the only three person that was supporting her was her chaperone, because you know they travel with a chaperone, Anthony Kepper and I. You know, so it's very sad that she represented Jamaica in 2022 at the Miss CPL contest in Guyana. She never won. I think the young lady from St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots won, to the disappointment of the crowd in the auditorium. And it definitely brought a smile to my face to see how the crowd went deathly silent when Miss St. Kitts was announced of the winner. You know, that second part, that last paragraph, that last sentence which said, Spaulding was also reported as an advocate. Wait, where's this thing? Spaulding was also reported as an advocate for mental health and suicidal prevention. One of the things that came to my mind when I heard this news about Spaulding, I recall after burial, I was donating some mattresses to some persons who were seriously affected by burial. And so the officers from the Social Development Commission, they were with me, they were directing me where to go, because I would not know, they would know. And I was donating these mattresses. And as I go through, one of the times that I said to the officers, do you take this home with you? Because it's really affecting me now. And, you know, I don't remember their answer then. But I remember we reached one location, and the senior person, the person who was in charge, said, Mr. Brown, don't come. Don't come. And when I heard the news about Tyra and her advocacy in suicidal prevention and mental health, it just hit me. I said, oh my gosh, I hope she wasn't taking home the issues that she was that other persons were encountering. I hope those were not the issues that depressed her. That's what come to me. And I said to myself, who counsel the counsel? Who counsel the counsel? You know, so it's very depressing, and my heart goes out to the family of Tyra Spaulding. And you know, it is that link that she has to cricket. You know, she did represent Jamaica at Miss CPL 2022. And I hope that I'll find some of those videos, and like we can play it in the break of the T20 matches that are coming up, and show your performance there. So my heart goes out to the family of the young lady, and it is very sad. She was just 26. She was a finalist in Miss Jamaica Universe and so on. And I really, really, really wish her the best. I really wish her family all the love and care, and that they will find a way to go through this challenging time in their life. I wish them the best. I'm so disappointed. I am so hurt about it. You know, very, 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 very hurt. But I just hope that the family will be strong, you know, because that's the most you can wish for. So that's it. I'm very happy that CPL is coming back to Jamaica, and we have Indian owners, and the government in their calculated way, before signing off on this deal, ensure that they have direct one-stop flight direct from Dubai to Jamaica, where you only have to book one ticket. And although you will change planes in Germany, your luggage will be forward on, so you don't have to worry about that. And so I'm very happy. And come next year, you should see Sabina Park filled to capacity with the locals and with those persons coming out of Asia. So really appreciate it. Thank you very much for being here. I'll come to your comments now. A champion, good morning. Yes, we are back. Sheldon Smith is still celebrating, and it's good to see that he's not drunk. You know, it's good to see. Athena, my dear friend, good to see you here, man. Respect. The champion said Guyana has a lot of, Jamaica has a lot of cricket fans, despite what critics say. The champion, more cricket is played in Jamaica more than any other country in the Caribbean. Any other country in the Caribbean, more cricket is played in Jamaica more than any other country in the Caribbean. Included, when I said Caribbean, I mean Guyana too. So it's why the quality of our cricket is so poor? I think I have some answers. I think that there are some things need to be done, but more cricket is being played in Jamaica than any other country that make up the West Indies cricket team. So I don't, persons who talk, you see, the champion, a lot of time persons just talk and you ask them, where's the evidence? Give me details. You see, like how I could put it to you, those two comments, I show you that one comment came from Rowley and one came from the Minister of Sport in Guyana. Those are the facts, you know. Those are the facts. They negotiated and said to CPL, this is it. You know, but persons will come and they will say things without source. You know, so there's no evidence. More cricket is in play in Jamaica than any other Caribbean country, any other country that make up the West Indies. Hello, Mangarif. Jamaica being close to the USA is also good, said Sheldon Smith. Indeed, Sheldon, but yes, indeed. Good morning, Valerie. How are you doing? Good to have you here. Jamor Samuel, it is good to see Jamaica back in. Yes, man. Athena is saying, what about visa? Now, good question, Athena. I know that a Jamaican traveling to India need a visa, but it's something that you get electronically. It's something that you apply for electronically and you get it almost same time or the next day or so on. I know that. And I will look into it. I will look into it, Athena, and I will tell you tomorrow morning during the watch along. But to the best of my knowledge, Indians do not need visa to come to Jamaica. I think the visa that Jamaicans need to go to India is if they are not going through the US, which they definitely need a visa to go through the US. If they are going to Germany, there's a special visa that they need. What they call that visa again, but I'll give you details tomorrow morning. But there's a special visa that you need to when you're landing in Europe. I forget the name of that visa. I know that somebody who understands these things probably in the chat and will tell me. You know, yes. But I'll give you full details tomorrow during that watch along, Athena. Good question, but to the best of my knowledge, Indians do not need visa to land in Jamaica. Yeah, Jamor Small, you recall that on the show Monday morning, I said that there's some breaking news. But I was about to say it, but then I didn't say it because it was not officially released yet. And something like that, I couldn't release it. I couldn't say it then, you know. But it was always on the card that they were going to be suspended. And remember that they should have been suspended 1 month ago. But there was a stay of execution due to some lobbying. I heard that CWI was a part of the lobbying. But apparently, the steps that they had promised to take, they had promised the ICC that they will take, they apparently were not taking those steps. And as a result, it's not surprising that they have been suspended. The good thing about it though, the ICC is now managing USA cricket as they look to put in a governance and so on, but it won't affect the Olympics and it won't affect their participation in next year T20 World Cup. That's the good thing about it. Yeah, the USA is forever being held back, and it is something that they really need to work out. They really need to work it out. Which Jamaican player do you have to power the team? Well, you said it. I know you said it, Sheldon Smith. I expect Rahman Powell to definitely captain the team. Yes, yes. Yeah, rest in peace to that young lady. That was really sad. Indeed, it's sad, the champion. It's sad, and my heart goes out to all his families and friends. And I hope somewhere, somehow, they'll be able to find solace and able to find a way to move forward. You know, you're very sad. Mr. Casanova One, good morning to you, man. And what a beautiful Friday morning it is. Yes, it is. It is. Condolences from Sheldon Nice. How you doing, my great friend TV and Cricket Power Play over there in Florida? Big up my brethren. And please check out TV and Cricket Power Play. If you have any cricket streaming in Florida or any event, check TV and Cricket Power Play. Atlanta, New York, you name it. TV and Cricket Power Play will be there to give you a good job. Big up my friend. What's the tension over Jade Gooley? Well, Macadana, good morning to you. That have not come to me. So if you care to elaborate, we'll be very happy. Because we are an open community. I really appreciate the fact that I really appreciate it that you see me as someone that has this reservoir of knowledge when it comes to cricket and seem to know everything that is going on in cricket. But I don't. I don't, Macadana, and you could enlighten us and we'll be happy. We'll be happy, right? We'll be happy. Can't wait to see CPL back at the Mecca at Savannah Park. Yes, indeed. Jamaica always play cricket, but why are we not better than the other Caribbean islands? Or is this just a Corrigo T20 style cricket we playing that don't really develop our cricket? You know, Mr. Casanova, I have my own ideas, as I said, that how it can go forward. And right now, as you know, there's no primary school cricketing is being played in Jamaica. So hopefully that will come back on stream. And I've heard person talking about it. And I myself, as you know, I have been going around and introducing cricket to primary school children. And this year, I am looking to do a primary school tournament, not for the island, but probably for one parish. You know, just do it for one parish and see how that can be done. This, of course, will take funding. Whosoever want to sponsor it, you are welcome. To be sports sponsors, I always welcome those things. There are links in the video description. Or you can reach me. And as I talk about links in the video description, please remember to support the Cricket Forum store. The link is in the video description. Check it out and check out our Allure and Neutrogena stores. Those links are in the video description. Check them out. Support the Cricket Forum. But if you wish to sponsor a primary school tournament in one parish, you know, give me a call, send me an email, and let us sit down and talk, and I show you how I plan to do it and see if you will be in agreement and you will support such a project. But I have a clear way how I want to do a primary school tournament in at least one parish. You know, so I hope Rovman Powell comes back home because home is where his heart is. I think that he's coming. Powell, King, and Russell come back home for CPL, said Mr. Casanova won. So I expect Powell, I expect King. I'm not sure about Russell because you're fully aware of the agreement with the Knight Riders and you're not even, so I'm not quite sure. Gerald Music, my good friend, man. How you doing, Gerald Music? Yeah, man, I appreciate you being here, boss. Yes. Jamaicans cricket can be much better if we give all good cricketers equal opportunities, whether they are from rural or urban areas, said Gerald Music. Thank you, Gerald, for expressing your views. But there was a time in Jamaica, Gerald, where that one was probably a big thing. But to be fair, I don't think it's a big thing right now. Because even tomorrow, we'll have the second round of the All-Ireland 50 over cricket competition. And every parish has a team in it. 12 matches will be played tomorrow. Every parish have a team. JDF has a team. Police has a team. GC Foster College has a team. 24 teams, 12 matches, Senior Cup action, and it will be very interesting. I may go, the Nepal match may prevented me from going tomorrow and do some recording of one of those matches. Yeah, India getting warm up in Asia Cup. Yeah. There is a lot of posts and videos saying he was selected to play in England and didn't get the opportunity to play. Show what he has to offer with the squad and he was selected. He should be in. But Dara, that is something I've addressed and said that it was Gooley's fault. There's no way it was not Gooley's fault that he didn't make it to India. And I've addressed it at length, but I want to say quickly again. Every single cricketer in the West Indies who is representing their country or the academy team or the CCC team, every single one of you in those who are representing, your next step is to play for West Indies. That's your next step. Go to your cricket board, ask them for a letter for the US Embassy and the UK High Commission and apply for your own visa. Right? Cricket West Indies don't issue visas, What I'm telling you to do is what Cricket West Indies is going to do. Cricket West Indies is going to write you a letter and said, Jael Gooley have been selected for the West Indies team to play in England. Please, I'm asking you to kindly assist him with the relevant documents so that he can be landed in England. That's how Cricket West Indies is going to do, Maybe they don't word it the way I word it, but it's something similar like that. Cricket West Indies can't issue visas. You, as an individual with ambition and hope to represent the West Indies, don't wait until that time, because Cricket West Indies can't go around writing letters for somebody who has not yet been selected to the West Indies team. So it's when the person is selected to the West Indies team, one of the things that Cricket West Indies asks them, do you have a visa for UK? Do you have a visa for the US? If you said no, they gave you the letter for you to take. So when a player gets selected for the West Indies team and they can't travel because the visa is not processed on time, it's not Cricket West Indies' fault. It's your fault. You and your agent or your parents or your unders must ensure that is something that you have just in case West Indies call you. Suppose the West Indies squad is in India now and they wake up a morning, 3 person, bam, 3 person got, for one reason or the other, 3 person can't play in the tour again, in the test match series. And they pick up the phone and they call you. They say, boy, I have a visa. You can't let those opportunities pass. So you have to do it. It's your responsibility to ensure that you have those things. So Makadara is something that I've addressed it at length, but I hope you understand it was Gouli's fault. He and his Anders, they should have had their UK visa long. I would have to see Sabina Park rocking for. I would love to see Sabina Park rocking for CPL. Sheldon Smith. Yes, that would be nice. You know, so Mr. Casanova, Shamar Joseph injured, rule him out of India. Okay, okay. I knew that he was injured, but he did play in the CPL final. I'm checking my emails right as we speak to see if there's anything coming from Cricket West Indies. Don't see anything from Cricket West Indies. Athena. Still don't see anything from Cricket West Indies. So, but thank you for that information, Athena. I will check and confirm it. You know. But he did play and he bowled well in the and Lane call up and they call up Lane. Well, you know, in these days, recall that I just remember that I'm no longer on the ice and the West Indies, you know, in the West Indies group because they kicked me out. But thank you all for tuning in. I always enjoy talking to you. I appreciate your company. I look forward to the watch along tomorrow match and we must beat Nepal, you know. We must beat Nepal and we need to beat them properly. You know, we should not take Nepal for granted, but we need to put down a statement. And I'm looking forward to see Ryan Griffiths under that team. I'm on record to say that Ryan Griffiths and Andre Coley are the two technically best West Indies coach. So, you know, I'm really looking forward to see how he handled that team, especially the intensity of that team. You know, Shamar Joseph, and I'm glad that I always said that Lane is next in line. And so I'm happy that, you know, the young man will get another opportunity. Disappointed that Shamar Joseph is injured. So they call up Lane. I hope he has a visa. You know, I hope he has a visa. I hope he does. Sad news if Shamar is injured. These Guyanese players seem to be unfortunate, Sheldon Smith. Hussein will do a great job as captain, said Sheldon Smith. In truth and fact, Sheldon Smith, you know, I don't expect anything else from you. We all hope that he does. But, you know, even I want to, Sheldon Smith, don't misinterpret what I'm saying, but I hope you understand how I'm putting it. You know, it doesn't mean to be disrespectful. I'm just showing your loyalty for Trinidad. So I'm not disrespecting you, you know. I'm just showing your loyalty for Trinidad. And in quotation mark, just put it this way. If a dog that is born in Trinidad was captain in the West Indies team, Sheldon, I know you will say the dog would do a good job. And I hope you understand the context in which I put it in, Sheldon. No disrespect, but so when you say Hussein is going to do a good job, I know that anybody from Trinidad, even Ramarak, if Charisma Ramarak from Trinidad was captain in the West Indies male team, you would say that he's going to do a good job. I know that's so your loyalty is, Sheldon, for Trinidad. You'd say nothing else about Trinidad, Sheldon. You are Trinidad #1 supporter. Should Canberra and Warwick get picked after the series against Australia? Both will play in the test matches, Makadara. Both will play. The most patriotic Trini has to be Sheldon Smith. Indeed, Mr. Casanova. Well said. You put it best. Thank you all for tuning in. Look forward to see you tomorrow for that live watch along. West Indies playing Nepal. As I said, the All Ireland 50 over cricket tournament is taking place tomorrow also in Jamaica. The Rovman Powell T20 cricket tournament is taking place on Sunday in St. Catherine. And the Mecca T20 cricket tournament is taking place also on Sunday in South Manchester. And there will be also cricket at Serpy Oval on Sunday. The Masters will be playing at Serpy. So there's a lot of cricket playing all over the place. But see you tomorrow morning for that match. Keep underestimating my analysis at your own peril. You learn nothing from the CPL. I love that one, Sheldon. I love that one. I love that one, Sheldon. I appreciate that one, Sheldon. I just feel so good this morning. You know, I wish I could go on, but I feel very good this morning. You know, and this morning should be doing the watch along. But thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate your company, and I'm very happy to see CPL returning to Jamaica. And I'm just eager to welcome the Jamaica Capitals with open arms and to see Sabina Park packed and rocking, not only with Jamaicans, but a lot of high-end tourists from Asia packing into Sabina Park and really spending a lot of money in the Jamaican economy. So I look forward to that. I really look forward to that. And equally, you know, life, you're happy for one thing. Life is just a mixed feeling because Tyra Spaulding, it's very sad. And I met her, as I said, in Guyana in 2022. So it's very sad, you know. And that is why I said that. You see, you see, like now we are playing Nepal. Don't let anybody stop you from celebrating should we win that series 3-love. Don't let anybody stop you from celebrating by saying it's just Nepal. Because should Nepal win that series, we will not be celebrating. It would not be just Nepal. So should we win, and I hope we win, we must celebrate and celebrate lustily. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved one. Godspeed. See you tomorrow morning.